Okay, now it's working.
All
right, I fixed it. Okay. Welcome to another fabulous episode of Digital Cortex. I'm your host, Steven. That's Random Styles. It's a good time right now, ladies and gentlemen. We just had just a glorious sesh to free our minds a bit. You know? We're in a new sense of mind and body. You can also think of it as being really fucking high. You gonna wake up anytime soon?
I like doing that.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. We gotta put like ZEN as one of the tags this time.
Very nice.
We opened it very chill.
Yeah, I like this.
It was cool. It was cool.
We're exploring. We're going to different places. You know, you can't stay in the same place. You got to keep moving. You got to keep evolving. Like nature. Nature keeps evolving. We got so many things going on in nature right now, dude. We got hurricanes. Just think about the power of a hurricane, dude.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, funny story. We went to main event this weekend.
Was there a hurricane there?
They had a hurricane simulator.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
We went to that thing. We're like, it's going to go hurricane. You see it creep up, the mileage per hour, the wind's coming. It's like a couple computer fans and just a little bit of air. And barely enough just to move your hair, like if you were standing right in front of a fan.
I don't
think anything got up to 96 miles per hour in there, though.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know how much quality check goes into those machines. They definitely don't reach the. I don't feel that, because I feel like if it was in the 80 mile, wouldn't it be pushing your body back?
It'd be pushing you out of that thing, right?
It would definitely do some damage. Like there's no way. It just gets really. They just slowly increase the ceiling fan that they have in there.
It didn't even work like that. It was terrible.
Yeah, it's just more. I think you should use it if you've been sweating a lot and you've been playing a lot of video games. Definitely go jump in the hurricane. But if you really want to be in a hurricane simulator, I'm pretty sure that's not it.
You think that's what that was like invented for? It was like, oh, it's a simulator, guys. I'm not too sweaty. I didn't get too sweaty playing games. I'm just going in here, and then you're like cooled off, refreshed, and now
I wish I had
you didn't have to tell anybody you were sweaty.
Yeah, if I had that when we actually played video games, that would have been awesome. I would have jumped in there. I would have been like, I'm so hot right now. I'm on fire. I need to go jump in the air. And I just tell everybody, dude, after playing NBA Jam or something. Now, yeah, dude, hurricanes. And I was showing you that video of the earthquake in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we watched a video of a pool. This guy had a pool, like a rectangle pool, really long, stretching across his, I guess, penthouse where he's living. And it's just, you see the water going back and forth, swaying like somebody's swishing it back and forth. It's deep. It's coming out. It's swishing. It's splashing onto the other side. That's the building moving. That's moving the water like that, which is crazy. That's how much these they engineer buildings to move with an earthquake. Yeah, that's how they built them in San Francisco, right? Did they tell you guys about that?
Yeah, in school we learn all about pretty much all the buildings are sitting on springs,
which is crazy.
Yeah,
and then Elon Musk is over here making tunnels in LA and stuff like that, and everyone's like, "Aren't you worried about earthquakes?" And he's like, "No, not the cylinder or whatever that he dug into the ground. It flexes." It actually moves with an earthquake. So it's not just like steel concrete, like tube. It actually flexes. And then he said most of the movement is above the ground anyways. So like the majority of the movement is at surface. That's what makes the buildings go back and forth, or like a bridge go back and forth. It's actually the movement's more at surface. So tunnels don't really get impact. That's why they still have a subway in LA. They have already tunnels underground. So they already know how it works. So, but people are still freaked out about being underground while there's an earthquake. I mean, I would not want to be underground. I feel like I'm in a Sylvester Stallone movie or something, or I'm in a tunnel and there's leaking water.
Oh yeah.
And I'm trying to get out to daylight.
Right. Like I would hate to. Ooh, can you imagine just being stuck underground though? Like how long till someone could dig you out?
Well, you got to remember too, like if you're stuck underground or something like that, there's only so much oxygen.
Right. That's what I'm
there
saying.
is a limit. So you guys eventually will run out of oxygen. Like if it's a huge tunnel, like what they were dealing with, then that's going to be a long time. But
until you can dig someone out of there, man.
If it's smaller, now there's a problem. Remember those kids that were trapped in Chile? It was like a whole soccer team that were stuck in a cave.
That's right.
They got swept away in the water because
they went in there and then the tides came in and
it flooded them and it swept them into the tunnels and they had to figure out where they were.
Yeah,
the tunnels we have aquifers, we have all kinds of things going under us, oceans under us, which is crazy to think about. But even Arizona has aquifers, these like bodies of water that rush underground. And that's what they tap into when they build a well. So when they build a well, they're tapping into one of those aquifers, getting the water out. Shh.
Dude, that's crazy.
I want to say I heard some kind of stat where they said there was more water around the core than there is on all the oceans.
What?
Yeah, something like that.
So is that like one of the problems is us taking water from the earth, which is obviously using this as like built-in water cooling?
It works all together because the core is definitely molten lava, so you have a very hot, and then you have water around. So I don't know. There's all these theories too about like hollow earth and stuff, and like because they know there's that much water, so they think there's a whole underground world in the center of the earth where like people actually live and stuff, and like there's all these theories about these cities that live next to the core. So I don't know. Who knows, man? That was like part of the story of the Matrix. Remember, Zion was next to the core where it was still warm, is what they said. So they lived in these tunnels underground, way underground, to get away from the machines.
Crazy.
Yeah, they dug. Think about how many centuries it would take to develop a tunnel system, and they had advanced machinery down there. So they had water sources. They had, the metal city that they built in Zion and in that movie that we watched, the third one. Remember where he's like, he's shooting the guns from the robots that they made and stuff like that. That was all built in that city, Zion. How many years would it take to build all that?
Well, I thought they said that it was all like they were kind of like in a time loop of it all.
Well, there's no real time frame for the movie. You don't know how far into the future it is, because there is a scene where the what is it? Not the engineer. What do they call him? They call him something. I don't remember. But anyways, they show him clips of himself, different versions of himself visiting him, because he always ends up coming to him. Eventually.
Right, exactly.
And there was, I don't know, 18 different versions or something. Like there was a whole screen of different Neos. Yeah. So how many times did they find Zion, destroy it, and then the machines let them come back, let them rebuild, let them and then do it all over again? Like how many centuries are we talking?
Exactly. So in that thought and whatnot, it's fucking crazy. It's hurting my brain, really, is what it is.
Yeah.
It's definitely like I could see pieces of my brain just being served out like cutting a pizza or something.
You want to be like that dude that wants to go back to the Matrix, remember?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care. He's like, I know this steak is fake. He's like, I know the Matrix is telling me that it tastes juicy and it's good And he's like, and he takes a bite and he's like, but ignorance is bliss. And so if he doesn't know about it, if he doesn't know he's in a machine, then he wants his memory erased. So he's saying he can enjoy life if he just doesn't know he's in a machine.
Right.
Which is, I don't know. I don't see that.
I mean, if the life.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad. They have to eat like horrible food. They eat that like oatmeal looking stuff or whatever. Like they don't have good food in the future.
No,
because they don't have crops.
They're living underground. There's no sun.
Yeah.
Like, but what my point is like, also maybe if the Matrix was a little bit more pleasant, you know?
Yeah.
Like everybody got their own little.
They tried that.
And it didn't work?
No. So what they say in the movie is that they made it perfect. Like there was no conflict. Everybody got along. He said eventually they churned. They would start rejecting the Matrix. They would, and they couldn't understand why we weren't taking the actual program. Like it kept getting rejected. They kept figuring out they were in a simulation. Like it wasn't working. And then they realized that they have to create struggle. Like we want to be in a struggle. We cannot have it easy.
Because our humanity won't let us.
Because it makes us, it's too good. We won't accept a perfect world. Utopian world we don't accept. We have to have struggle. All we've ever had in human history has been struggle to live, the struggle to fight, the struggle to stay alive, the struggle to find water and food, the struggle to not get eaten by giant cats. Like whatever the struggle was, we have to have it or we don't believe it to be true. So I don't know. It kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
You said, I guess. Yeah, let's take this shot.
I still just feel like if it was me and I was given the choice, to struggle or to live without struggle, I'd probably choose live without struggle.
Yeah, right? That would be
I want a mansion.
But when you think about what is the thing that you like about the idea of it, is it just being in a mansion?
That was like a really sweet whiskey.
Yeah, that was actually.
But also it's like very.
It's still, I think it's still going down my throat right now as we're talking.
Yeah. Very syrupy.
What's it called? TX?
TX blended whiskey.
Okay. Some Texas? Is that what
Firestone and Robertson Distillery Company.
It's not in Texas. It's just TX.
Might be Texas.
I guess it doesn't have to be.
Blended and bottled by Firestone and Robertson Distillery Company in Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
60% grain.
I like me some grain.
Yeah. Boy, was that harsh.
Yeah, so
it's an interesting cap though. They've got like a lot of different type of materials. It's like this cloth. There's a leather on top. And then of course like this wood.
Yeah, you have to put some you got to put some bells and whistles on the outside of it. You got to make it look appealing too. That's part of it. I think they did good. I don't know what this cloth is for. I mean, I guess it gives you some grip.
It kind of catches overspill, so don't drip down the bottle, I guess.
Okay. That works.
And then there's leather on top.
Yeah, that's just somebody came up with that and they're like, let's do that.
Let's put leather on top.
It's not really necessary at that point. You could have just been all wood.
It's a little odd too, because are all the leather the same color? For all the bottles?
There's some I don't know.
Because like that just feels, I don't know if I like this color with this bottle scheme,
Well, you're
maybe
gonna have to take it up with
okay.
Firestone and Robinson.
But it's just this weird blue.
Yeah, it's a faded aqua blue. Like somebody like it almost looks like a Q, right?
Q? Oh, like a pool cue.
Yeah, you have to.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks kind of like that, right?
Mm-hmm. I guess I could see that. Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, what I was talking about the mansions. If everybody had a mansion,
Okay.
then you wouldn't feel like you were in a mansion, right? You just feel like you're in the same house as everyone else.
Well, I guess how about this? In my Matrix, I'm given a mansion, and not everybody has a mansion though.
See,
Like,
you
I'm
have
better
to
than somebody.
you have to have. See, that's what I'm saying. You have to have differences. You have to have different houses, or you're not going to feel like you're in a mansion. You're just going to feel like you're in another house.
Okay. Well, then give me
But what
that.
about that shitty guy that has like a
we
2-bedroom?
That's the guy who wants to work for his mansion, right?
I don't think he wants to. The whole idea is to not know that you're in a simulation. If you know you're in there, then it's just everything is screwed. No, I think when they said it wasn't taking, that doesn't mean 100%. I'm sure there was like the people were like, oh, this is cool, man. Life is good. Like, I'm sure like there was a bunch of people that were cool with it, but there was just too many not cool with it, and I think they had to figure it out. Yeah, so it's like anything, but I think it's a very like deep thinking, philosophical ideas, like to think about. I do think to a certain degree people do like struggle. I think it does build character. When things are too easy, that's what we always hear about, like these trust fund kids, or like these guys that have it easy growing up, like there's no struggle. And then they have issues, they don't see the humanity in things because they've had it so easy.
So why not like let us all struggle at first then give everybody the reward? And then it's just that cycle of like the older you get, the easier life becomes.
Yeah. But then that means everybody has to share, and people don't like to share. They're like, why am I sharing when I have so much already? You're going to have to convince people to give away their share. Because that's what the whole game is.
Why would they have to share, though? Like, couldn't they... Like, are they limited on how much they can give people?
Well, if you don't have a limit on money, then money is worthless. You have to have some kind of limit to them. If everybody just had $10 million, then $10 million don't mean $10 million.
It's not everybody. It's everybody over 30.
It's a big number.
It's just like you give everybody over 30 the option. Like, hey, do you want to go like live in like a paradise? You don't have to worry about anything anymore. Like, you don't need the money. You ask for sushi there.
Sushi there.
You know what I mean? Like, do you want to go live in that? And just give them the option.
Or what if you could do something?
It wouldn't be that hard to bake it into some, religion or anything.
That would be a large portion of the population. So what happens after 30? What about when you hit 40? You stay there, or do you come back?
So you have the option of leaving where we're at right now. Everybody's got to work to be what they want in this life.
Yeah.
And you have over here the paradise land. You want to go mini golfing? Boom, you're mini golfing. You want sushi while you mini golf? Got it. You want to mini golf, but your best friend's a donkey? There we go. That's fine. That kind of, that's what I mean.
So who's running the show then with all the other people?
Our magnificent machine overlords.
Oh, so the machines run things and we're supposed to listen to them? How do we know everybody's getting a fair deal?
Because we give everybody the option at 30.
But if the machine's deciding, they don't have to decide to be fair.
Why does the machine get to decide? It's your option. Like, the machine it's just keeping everything running, right, in the background. And they give you the option, you can live a normal life where you still got to work hard, go back to school if you need to or something. Or you could just give up on this life right now and come to this version of heaven.
What kind of people are we going to be if we're just learning from robots, though?
No. They let us create in our own little matrix the same way they already... Like, there's the matrix as it is that we know right now. And then there's the option. Like, the cheat code to life is real. And you can input it, and then boom, Every day you're riding a unicorn.
But if the machines were running things while you're sleeping, would they ever wake you up? What if they just stop waking up people? Because they're like, we don't have to make this whole world anymore. We could just keep them asleep and make them think they went there. You know, like, because after a while, they were trusting a very advanced AI to just wake us up at 30 years old. And nobody wants to take care of the day-to-days because everybody wants to be in paradise. So, like, there's nobody going to want to just stay back and I think I'm just going to hang out.
But that's the deal we make with them. Like, we were like, yo, you want us as batteries, right? Yes. And it's a pain in our ass every time you try to stop us from using you as batteries. Just let us use you as batteries. Okay, but what we want is paradise as an option. You got to contractually oblige that. Okay, we could do that. We're going to fucking keep you. We need you alive. Like, it's not like we can kill you. And we're going to make this advanced matrix anyway. That's nothing for me because I'm a machine. I ain't got the emotional capacity to be like, fuck you guys. I don't care what you think.
I don't even think you don't even need to use emotions. It's actually probably more of an emotionless decision. They're just like computing what makes most sense, what's most efficient, not to build Fantasyland. Okay.
But if you don't build the Fantasyland and now people are like, well, we were promised a Fantasyland that don't exist.
Give you one. Yeah, they'll make you think you went. Yeah, they'll just make another program that makes you think you left. Oh, I woke up, and then you think you woke up.
So I have all these memories that feel like it really happened.
No, you'll just be asleep still. You'll think you woke up, and you'll think you went to Fantasyland. They'll just build. They don't have to let you move. They just keep using it as a battery, dude. They could just.
But you said I think I went to Fantasyland.
Yeah, so they'll put it in the system that you went to sleep, and then they'll show you like a cutscene of you all taking all your stuff off and everything. And, you know, like they can do that, man. They can make you feel like you woke up, and then they'll just think you'll. But
where am I waking up in like the normal Matrix again?
Yeah, you're still in there. Yeah,
and I'm like, why am I not back in my fantasy land?
Yeah, you're gonna think you woke up. And you're gonna still be asleep. It's like that Rick and Morty episode. Remember, he's just deeper and deeper into the program, and he keeps thinking like this is the real one, and then he's like, "No, it's not the real one. We got you again." Remember, they do a whole thing like, yeah. They could build some kind of dream, you know, sequence, you know, to make you think you're waking up and make it look all cool, and your eyes are all crusty and. You've never moved your arms, so you're so weak. Like, they can make you think all that. Yeah. They would just never wake you up, dude. You would stay asleep.
But what you're saying is that they would make it up so that I would feel content.
You would think you woke up, yeah.
And I would feel okay of like happy about it.
Yeah.
Because I thought I had that experience.
Yeah, you'd be super happy. You would believe it to the fullest. You'd be like, wow, this is so awesome. This is so, you know.
Well, then if they had created some type of implanted a program into my brain that made me feel like I had that memories, that made me feel good and gave me that euphoria.
Yeah.
If they want to go through all that trouble,
yeah,
it's still the same outcome I'm looking for.
Yeah, you are happy.
So it's okay, in my opinion.
You're happy with the simulation.
Because they're making me happy. Like, I don't have to sit there and be like, sad life.
No, there's definitely
work. When they could just be like, dude, I just remember this time because the AI told me I remembered it. So it must be true in my brain now.
But you won't even think about
exactly.
Like
you don't even need to think about it.
You wouldn't think like that.
You just have the thought of like, wow, I
got out.
Was doing all this crazy shit and I had a good time and it was fun.
Meanwhile, you're a battery.
Like, they're giving me the memory of me going to, like, I don't know, France or something and having this crazy excursion in France and whatnot. And now I have that memory and it's so vivid and real.
That's another movie. That's Total Recall. Because I don't know that the Matrix was really trying to implant memories into your brain more as giving you an experience, like a virtual reality experience where you actually are able to control your character in a world and you would think it was you. I think that's more of a simulation theory, but Total Recall. Total Recall was about.
Wait. Did you just say the Matrix is now a simulation, right? Is what it is.
Yeah, it's a human
and
simulation.
And you're saying that within the simulation, there's another simulation that could give you like euphoria?
Yeah. They could layer simulations. Yeah, for sure, dude.
If they're going to be layering all those simulations,
yeah.
Why do a simulation? Like, why do all the extra work when they just give us that option I was talking about in the beginning?
It's way easier to build a simulation program than it is to build an actual world in the messed up world.
But you're just building simulations within simulations.
That's easy, man. It's just more coding that they probably do.
I just feel like that's harder. You ever tried to run an operating system on top of another operating system?
That's hard for you, not for advanced computers.
No, it still is. I mean, it's easier for computers, but you still have to assign the right, amount of resources.
You are a resource.
And power.
They're just using your battery.
Exactly. But that means that they have to use even more humans just to power the keep the humans alive machine.
Yeah, that's fine.
You would think the efficiency goal would be to use less humans to power the keep the humans alive machine.
Well, what you're talking about also uses resources. You have to plow the ground. You have to keep it like looking good. You have to have constant robots cleaning. You have to have all these chefs. You have to have all these machinery.
Wait. Hold on. Are you thinking that I think that at 30, they wake you up, you're out of the simulation?
Yeah, I thought that's what you said.
No. I'm okay living in the simulation until I die.
Oh, okay. You just want... So, yeah.
I just want at 30, live in the normal Matrix at 30, give me the option to jump to the other Matrix, which is Matrix Plus. It's the free ad-free version of it.
So you're okay just being a battery, just being in a tube?
If they're going to make me happy, which we already agreed that whatever they do in there, the Matrix has its own. And my imaginary awesome Matrix that you're given the choice for, that both of those are way better than what the real world is outside.
I mean, if you like
I'm not asking the robots to clean the earth and make it habitable for us, so that we can die happy.
I thought that's what you wanted. I thought you wanted to leave.
I want the robots take the earth.
That's why
they want me as batteries. It's obvious they're going to win. We're just going to go in this cycle. Giving up, dude. I'm trying to make the most out of it. I'm trying to make the most out of it. I'm trying to be like, all right, well, here's the terms and conditions for our surrender.
That sucks, man.
I want the option.
I feel like I would
to
fight.
Be like happy.
I think a lot of people would take that. I think that is definitely an option, but I don't think I would do it.
You don't need to do it, and that's your choice, man.
I would definitely die or something.
That's cool.
Yeah, if you think about your lineage, I think about this sometimes because I'm 6'3", I'm tall, I have muscle. I could probably be working out more, but I just have natural abilities. Dude, they would have definitely put me on the front line of a Greek army or something, or I would have been definitely on the front line fighting to keep this village or this area secure. I would have definitely died very early. I would have been tasked with trying to keep the village safe. Yeah, I wouldn't have lived this long in that kind of world. I would have definitely got stabbed, something, arm chopped off and then just bled to death. Or it wouldn't even take much. You just get cut bad and then you just get an infection and die.
Yeah.
It was
savage times.
Yeah. I ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would just been kept chopping away, even though I'm getting oh, there's another chunk of flesh on the ground. I got to keep going. Yeah. I would have definitely expired by now for sure in a brutal civilization. Women have double X chromosome, right? Men have XY. Y is the only chromosome that is carried from your father. Your father had the exact same Y, and his father had the exact same Y, and his father had the exact same. You're a direct lineage of your father's, just down the line. You guys were all the same. The X is the only difference, which is, the joining of the two, X and Y, and put it together. But it's crazy. It's crazy to think about like that. Like you're going down. That's why some guys look exactly like their dad. You know, you see them, you're like, oh, you're like a exact copy of your dad.
Would the X's be the same too?
X would come from your mother.
Right.
So she would give you an X.
Could you follow the X's of your mothers?
No, mothers don't follow the same lineage. No, it doesn't work the same.
So that they're not exact replicas?
No, not like the Y. The Y is a direct copy, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I think about like, if people think that you do have multiple lives, like some people think like, oh, you know, my past life, I was a soldier in my past life or something. If maybe like those feelings are from your genetics, like something you did, you know, they feel like some of that gets passed down through generations, like through your genes. They still don't understand fully all of your genes that you carry, but they think some of it is memory. You're carrying some kind of like, this guy had a theory because he was one of those guys that passes out when he sees blood. Like the littlest cut, he's like, he just passes out. He's done. Like UFC. Like he said he was watching UFC one night and dude just got split and blood was like squirting and he passed out. He woke up later that night, like 2 a.m.
Like just from watching on the TV?
Yeah, because he saw it on the TV.
Oh,
wow. Passed out. Like some people have that weird thing where they see blood and they just pass out.
So is he like limited to like Disney Channel and Nickelodeon?
It's just too much. Like the brain just shuts off. And it was funny because he was talking and his theory was that maybe it's like a evolutionary trait that was carried down. So like say a whole village is getting slaughtered and there's blood everywhere. You see that, you would pass out. So what would that would help you, right? Survive. Because then the whole army would leave and then you would wake up hours later like, oh, what, you know, like, and you would see and you would survive. So like his theory was that maybe my ancestors, that's the way they survived. They would pass out when they see blood from people getting slaughtered, and then people think they're dead, leave them alone, and then and they would wake up later. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, that was a good spin. I never thought of that. Like, it's actually pretty smart. Maybe, you know, I don't know, you know, it's just kind of a funny theory, but you know, there's no science behind that. But yeah, too, your phone's going crazy, man. People are gonna lose their mind.
I know. I turned it off.
Sorry, Los.
Oh shit.
What are we at right now?
Is he still
man?
listening? Oh, we're not.
Oh yeah, okay.
We're 32 minutes.
Oh man, I feel like I've been talking for an hour.
I know, right?
We went deep into the Matrix, dude.
We did. Okay, let's shake that off. Did you do anything interesting this weekend?
Went up north. Yeah. Just took a drive to Flagstaff. It's nice up there, dude. The weather's so nice. So green, man. To see nice green trees. Such a different feel than being down here in the hot desert with cactus and on every corner. That's how they portray Arizona all the time. It's cactus. Every time they show like the basketball games, they always have to show a damn cactus. Like everybody lives around cactus. Like I never had a cactus.
Be aware, this is where the cactus are.
Yeah, they have to show a cactus. Like it never fails. The national TV, cactus. Watch next time you see the Cardinals or something on like a big televised, like not just a regular sports channel like that we have, but our national one, like NBC or ABC or something big. Watch, they're gonna show a damn cactus. It does not fail, dude, every single time. But yeah, I mean, going up north is such different feel because it's such a higher elevation. Even just breathing, you know, you start running up a hill and you're like, because it's the air's so thin. And I think I showed you that picture. My watch was at 9,000 feet. So
right,
they say Flagstaff is at 7,000, but where I was at, it was 9,000. So yeah, man, air's thinner. I feel like I need to buy more camouflage when I go up there. Like
why is everyone in like camouflage?
No, I just feel like I should be in camouflage or
like you're up there for like hunting or
like
something.
I'm up there for a hunt or something. I don't know. I feel like going hunting when I'm up there.
Have you been hunting?
No, Never. I never had a friend that hunted, and uncles, and nobody in our family hunted. So no, never been. But I feel like I could do it. I could just, I don't know. I don't know why I made that sound.
What was that?
I don't know.
Where were you?
Slingshot, maybe?
You were slingshotting.
Yeah, I was slingshotting.
You were hunting with a slingshot?
Yeah, to death.
What are you, Bart Simpson?
No, they think like olden, like there's a theory. Here's another theory. Because people like play baseball, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can throw the ball really hard. Like we have guys that can throw 100 miles an hour. They think that's an evolutionary effect that we got from throwing rocks. Like, because we used to fight throwing rocks. And what are you doing? You're throwing a round or whatever shape object as hard as you can. So they think that's why we have so much arm strength and we can throw a baseball so hard, is we used to throw rocks. That's what we used to do. That's how we used to fight before we had, arrows.
So what you're saying is, if
spears.
I want to be a good pitcher, I should start throwing some rocks.
Well, you should have already when you were like 5 years old or something. Not now. Yeah, you're not going to develop anything new now.
Really?
Nah, dude. You don't get better in your 30s. Like, you ain't gonna start like doing the split. I mean, you could do splits. That could be possible. Like through stretching and like yoga, I guess you could probably do the splits. That's probably doable. But you're not gonna transform a 50 mile an hour fastball into a 100 mile an hour fastball. Like, there's no way that's happening,
you
dude.
Think I can throw 50 miles per hour?
Maybe. I don't know.
That's so sweet.
I don't know, man. It's not going to happen unless you take like all the steroids. I mean, then you could probably get stronger, but I don't even know because it's not all about strength. I mean, some of that stuff is like muscle memory and tendons and ligaments. And stuff.
Right. But if I start doing that and practice every day,
you'll get stronger. Yeah, you'll get stronger for sure. But you won't ever be a Major League Baseball pitcher. No, that ain't happening, man. Unless you're some kind of freak of nature, you could always throw hard and you just never knew.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be interesting.
Should go try to throw something.
Okay, let's go. Next time we have the state fair, let's go to that one. There's always that pitch thing where it reads how fast you can throw, and then you have to guess how fast. The
state fair's coming real quick.
Yeah.
Crystal wants to go, so
it's what, end of September or something like that?
We should plan like
yeah, we should go, man.
A whole thing.
Yeah, we should tell everybody, let's go, man. We got to go on a day. It's not too crazy. I don't want to go on a weekend or something.
Right.
Go on like a weekday or something. I don't know. Try to figure out a day and we'll get it done. I haven't been to the fair in so long, but it's always cool to hang out.
I don't think I care for the rides.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like dying on any rides.
Yeah.
But
those rides are sketchy.
They got games. They got good food. You get to try all the crazy shit. But yeah, it'll be cool. Hang out, ride a camel or something.
You can ride a camel?
We did one time. I didn't, but I saw people riding a camel in a circle. That was interesting.
Wow.
But I don't know what they do now. I haven't been in so long. I don't even know. What they. I'm sure they got the same games and the zipper and all that. Like all those merry-go-round. You get the House of Mirrors. Do they still have House of Mirrors?
Maybe. Yeah, that'd be cool.
You don't know where
I'd
you're
go
going?
into a House of Mirrors.
Yeah, you don't know which direction you're stuck.
But I want a good one. I want one like they show you on TV. Like, none of the House of Mirrors I went into were any fun. They were lame.
What's the best
cheap.
one?
I don't know.
Look it up, dude. Hey Siri, or hey Google, or Alexa, somebody. Somebody look it up. Oh, wait, that's Hey Google, huh?
Yeah.
Hey Google, what's the best House of Mirrors?
She doesn't understand.
Damn it. Hey Google, what's the best House of Mirrors? No, there's no way, dude. They don't understand.
I don't know. She doesn't get the question. Maybe you got to rephrase it.
I think
What's the best?
Okay. Let's just try Googling it and see what
Yeah.
I'll Google the exact same thing. What is the best house?
When you can't ask Google, if you type Google, it tends to be better results.
I think in Switzerland. Where's the world's biggest mirror maze? Okay, that's probably the better.
The bigger is better?
Well, that's a better question. At 2,500 square feet, it is one of the largest mirror mazes in the world with endless hallways, infinite reflection, and a new twist and turn waiting around every corner. Well, where is this? It says it's in America. Let me see.
That's like as big as this house.
Look at the picture, dude.
Oh, wow. That's the kind I want to go to.
It's like fluorescent colors,
yes,
greens.
Yes, look at that.
Whoa.
That looks cool. I want that. I don't want the cheap, terrible House of Mirrors.
I'm trying to... Oh, Mall of America. It's at the Mall of America.
I heard that place is amazing.
Yeah, that's what came up. Mall of America. It's on level 3. Amazing mirror maze. So I don't know where exactly it's located in this place, but maybe next to Nordstrom. I don't know. So I have a marker on here. It shows me the map. So, okay, I don't know. Well, anyways, experience amazement as you navigate your way through this fun-filled, life-size maze of mirrors and glass. A unique attraction is a journey through the incredible. At 2,500 square feet, it is one of the largest mirror mazes in the world, with endless hallways, infinite reflections, and a new twist and turn. Yeah, same thing. A true mind-blowing masterpiece. Bring your family and friends in today and let the fun begin. It's $9.95 per person plus tax, and there's group rates available. Okay, there you go, man. There's the answer.
Well, where's this Mall of America?
Let's see. Toronto has one that's also supposed to be cool. I thought you knew that, dude. I don't know, man. Minnesota, I guess.
Is it Minnesota?
Mall of America. I don't know where. Yeah, Minnesota.
So that's all you have to do to become like a successful mall, is just be the biggest mall.
Bloomington, Minnesota.
Yeah. Bloomington, Minnesota.
Yeah, ticket. Hey Google, find me tickets to Blooming. What did I say?
Bloomington, Minnesota.
She's not gonna do it, dude. Doesn't matter. She didn't even understand Bloomington.
No.
She wants to play music now.
Bloomington, Minnesota.
They got a Nickelodeon verse. Wait, are these all things inside Mall of America? Or this is just... I don't know.
Let me just look up.
Apparently, people... yeah, Nickelodeon verse at Mall of America. Okay. I think they have a Sea Life. They have a Crayola experience. They got all kinds of stuff, man. You can get some hotels next to... There's an Apple store in the Mall of America.
$328 round trip. That's not too bad, right?
It's Mall of America is the largest retail shopping mall in the United States with more than 2,779,242 million feet of retail space, not including the amusement park that's inside. Over 520 stores, 50 restaurants, a Nickelodeon universe. It's a Nickelodeon theme park, 24 amusement park rides, a roller coaster. There's also a 1.2 million gallon aquarium, sharks, stingrays, giant turtles, underwater glass tunnel that goes from one end of the aquarium to the other, the length of a football field, attracting 40 million viewers annually. Okay. The largest museum, the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. Wait, hold on.
Wait, what? They have Walt Disney World inside of it?
No. See, that's why you don't skip, I guess. That's why you read the whole thing. The Mall of America attracts 40 million visitors annually, which is more than twice as many as Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. So they're beating Walt Disney by twice.
Yeah, no, but that doesn't count because Walt Disney World is just a part of Disney World. Like the Magic Kingdom is just a part of Disney World. So there's multiple theme parks at Disney World.
Yeah, they just singled out Magic Kingdom. That's why they specified, I think. It's a lot.
Yeah.
They're just trying to put it in perspective, I guess.
But I'm sure Disney World gets way more visits to their overall
so it's got
site.
It's got 4 out of 10 visitors. No. Okay, 4.3 miles of total footage. 7 Yankee stadiums could fit inside the mall. 32 Boeing 747s could fit inside the mall. 65 semi-trucks were needed to transport trees to the theme park. Just all kinds of like crazy stats. 258 Statue of Liberties could lie inside the mall.
Holy snaps.
Yeah, it just keeps throwing out all these crazy freaking... Oh man, yeah. Like sea life.
Like I'm thinking about it now and I'm like, whoa, hold on. How many stadiums? Because like stadium is a really big place that can
7
hold...
Yankee stadiums.
How many people could fit in the Yankee Stadium?
I don't know, a lot.
Hey Google, how many people fit in Yankee Stadium?
54,000. Okay.
Hey Google, 54,000 times 7. 378,000. How many people do they say could fit in that?
Wait, what?
Hey Google, what's the capacity of the Mall of America? So 7 stadiums can hold 378,000 people, but the Mall of America caps out at 55,000.
Well, you got all kinds of shops. You got kinds of trees. You got trash cans. You got seating.
Maybe
you got
you're
tables,
right.
You got amusement parks. You got aquariums. You got all this stuff in there. So it's not just empty space.
So like,
and they probably cap it. So there's probably like a cap on what the fire department says you can keep inside the mall. So it could hold more, but that's what
how come stadiums can hold so many then?
I don't know.
They don't have to follow the same things.
It's different. It's got stairs.
They're even smaller though, compared to this mall.
They have a lot more exits than a mall.
Maybe we're getting some numbers mixed up here.
I don't know. Maybe that number's not right. Google might have got confused because I think that was the same amount that you said the stadium was. So I don't even know if they did Mall of America or the stadium.
Yeah, maybe Google did get confused
But anyways,
I don't know.
It's a lot. It's big. It's huge.
Gotta be.
It's the biggest one in America.
I think I would like to go visit that.
Yeah.
But what else am I going to do in Michigan? Do I just go to the mall every day for like a weekend, and then I fly back here? Like I'm going on.
It's probably
vacation
big
just
enough
to
go for multiple days for sure.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to sell that to Crystal.
I don't know, man.
Like I'm down to do it. Like I'm cool with it. I'm like, does the mall have a hotel?
There's hotels next to it,
but in it,
maybe
that's a missed opportunity.
Oh, you know what? I want to say there's a mall in Toronto that has a hotel inside of it. I think there. Yeah, so you actually look from your windows into the mall.
I think this is the only thing this mall is missing, is a big giant hotel.
Well, probably eventually we'll have one.
And then,
but then that's
how long is this mall open for? Does it close?
I just gave you all the information that I know, man.
Do you think there's like a slummy part of the mall? Like it's all glitz and glamour because it's like a mini city, and then you kind of walk down to this part, and it's like these are the slummy aisles.
No, I think it's all legit.
This is where you're gonna find like.
I think they keep it nice.
Gifts.
I think they keep all the mall legit. because it's a touristy, so they're not gonna let it.
Yeah, but I mean, so many. I guess a lot of the square footage you said is taken up by theme parks. How many theme parks? Is it just the one?
No, there's multiple ones in that.
Now I gotta look it up. What's in the Mall of America?
A lot of stuff, man. I read you all those stores. You're getting too detailed now. You want to know exactly what stores on what floors?
Well, I just want to know, like, what kind of... I don't know what I want to know now.
Yeah.
What site were you on?
I don't know, dude. I closed it. Never to open it again. Man. I read so much Mall of America. I think we're good on Mall of America, man. You want to take a rip of this? This ooze?
I don't know if I should. I'm already super high.
Yeah.
What would he set it at?
It's at 3.
Okay.
So that party was pretty fun, dude. We didn't talk about the birthday party, dude, for Crystal. That was fun, right?
Yeah, I think we talked about it.
No.
No, I swear we talked about it.
We didn't do one. The first pod we did after the party, we didn't talk about it. We only did one.
I thought we did talk about it, though. I think we said, like, yeah, it was fun.
Oh, yeah, that's what you remember?
Yeah.
Then we definitely didn't talk about it.
I think we talked about the games and stuff, too.
She likes, like, organizing and stuff like that. Because at first I was
she stresses out.
Yeah, because I was like, do you really want to do that on your birthday? But if she's having fun... That's cool, right?
And the problem is like if I say something like that, like I don't know, maybe we're doing too much. Just step back. People just want to chill. And then she's that. Like, she
I'm
gets
just
mad
saying,
at
like
me.
being the director, like being in charge.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but she does. She just kind of like doing like running events and stuff like that. Does she like doing like?
No,
nothing?
Not at all.
Because she seemed pretty comfortable doing it. Like
I know, right? But she's usually like so like, oh, I don't.
She's like, guys, you gotta do this.
Talk in front of people. Oh, I can't.
No, she was going for it.
But she was doing it. Yeah. She's good at it.
Yeah, everyone's listening. They followed the instructions. She only had to say it once. Like I think it went well. Yeah, I don't know, it was fun. You gotta do something like that once the weather cools down. It should be. I hear the leaves up in Flag are gonna start changing. They didn't change while I was up there, but. It's coming. Fall is coming.
Oh, man. I know. I'm about to have some time off work.
Yeah? You getting some time off?
Getting some time off.
Nice.
Yeah. October time.
It's always nice when the weather gets nice.
I wanted to do, speaking of October time, Halloween time.
Yeah, you guys decorate?
We do minimal decoration.
Minimal? You don't go for it?
Well, we'll put some spider webbing out everywhere, like just whatever we had left over. We didn't buy anything new, and just we do some. Huh?
You do an inflatable or anything? Or?
No.
I'm
not gonna spend money on that right now.
No. But I'm saying you don't have any. Like I'm not saying
I probably would if I had them.
Yeah, you would put them out.
Yeah,
I could see you putting them out. Big skeleton or something.
I'd do it.
You can make stuff too. You don't have to buy. Like you can make a scarecrow, like with the trash bags, and you fill it up, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can. You don't have to spend money. You can make things cool. Put a dead body, real one.
It's definitely a thought. It's definitely a thought to do that. But
what about Christmas? You guys get into Christmas?
Same thing. I put the lights around. We decorate the inside a little bit. Tree goes up.
Yeah.
We just haven't been doing a lot of crazy decorations like that. Seasonal changes. Our house is pretty much the same every season.
You hand out the candy though, right? You say what's up.
We put the fire pit out there last time, and
you guys have a lot of people last year.
We had a decent amount. Yeah, but put the fire pit out. We're just chilling.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. It was probably a little too hot for the fire pit still, but...
Dude, have you been... I guess this is NBA news. You hear about Robert Sarver, the owner of the Phoenix Suns and Mercury? You haven't heard about any of that news,
Oh, wait. Was it the, sexual conduct or something?
Yeah. All that something.
Yeah. He suspended.
He suspended. Yeah, he is.
Doesn't really sound like a big deal.
For a year.
A year? So what does that mean?
Yeah.
Like he can't make money off them for a year?
No, I think he can make money. He
Like
can't
he
be
still
a part
owns them.
He can't be a part of the org. He can't be part of any of the day-to-day functions or anything like that. He can't make no decisions for the organization, which is kind of weird.
But this is like a rich dude anyway. I'm sure he's going to appoint somebody.
He has
and
to.
I'm sure somebody's going to relay this info to him anyway. And he's going to be making decisions in the dark, in the shadows.
Maybe the NBA and NFL and the MLB, when they do suspensions on like GMs and owners, they're pretty serious about it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, come on. They're not going to be monitoring all the Skype calls and shit like that.
I don't know, man. If they catch them, because
this is a businessman who's going to want to make money. There's someone who's going to be like coming to his house who then communicates everything to somebody else when
I don't know how
he
much
needs to make the bigger decisions.
I don't know how much
either that. It's pretty much just a 1-year vacation for this dude. You know?
Oh, people definitely don't think it's enough. Yeah, they don't think it's a harsh enough punishment for what he was doing. He was very rude and obnoxious and sexist and said bad words to people in the office, intimidation. He used the N-word a lot, apparently. I mean, at least 5 times they cited him as using the N-word, something like that. Yeah. He talked about, there was one interesting story where apparently he was having a conversation about getting a free agent to come to Phoenix, because there was a time when we sucked. He's been the owner for 10 years. So there's definitely been years we sucked. And he was talking about trying to trap them with the stripper. He's like, let's just get a stripper and get her pregnant by him. And then he has to come here. Like,
damn,
that was the kind of dude he was. So I don't know. Some players are like, that's not a harsh enough punishment. Some people think he should have lost the organization. Like, they don't think he should be a part of the organization or run a team because of the way he is.
Of course.
Or the way that he's treated his employees. You know, the argument is, if he was an employee and all this stuff came out, he would have been fired. That's
exactly.
It would have been end of story. But then it's like it's different when you fire somebody.
But can they really ban the guy from owning something?
They have a precedent, I guess. So they did take a team away from an owner already.
They could just take the team away. Why not just kick the team out of the league if he doesn't? Like,
because that messes up your league. I mean, then now instead of having an even number teams, you have an odd number teams.
Well, you also get the most neighboring city team to that team, and you kick them out. And then this way,
what?
Yeah,
you want to destroy 2 franchises?
Yes. Now listen,
you're a madman.
It will cause the neighboring city to retaliate. Dude, and now we have an inner city war.
What are you doing, man?
And now that we have this war going on, eventually it's going to get to him, and he's going to have no choice but to like, all right, I got to sell it, and I can't own a team anymore.
Are you talking about?
And then both teams are back in.
This is like the plot of Dark Knight with the Joker. Like, are you the Joker now?
You want to know how I got these scars?
You remember the boat? Remember there was a bomb on each one, and each boat had a detonator for the other boat? That's exactly what you're saying to do. Everybody has a detonator to the other team, and if the other team acts up or doesn't listen, they detonate or what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What are you doing? Not to mention all the people that lose their jobs that had nothing to do with it. The guy that sweeps the bottom of the stadium now gets fired just because the owner is crazy. Because you wanted to destroy the whole team.
I mean,
the hot dog guy can't sell hot dogs. Beer, get your beer. Yeah, that guy, he can't sell beer because you wanted to destroy the whole city.
And who's going to be upset?
Everybody.
Exactly. And who are they going to blame?
Well, what are you doing, though? You don't have to do this.
Yeah, but who are they going to blame is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then he's rich and he's just going to go live on an island. What did you accomplish?
Yeah, but now he's not part of it anymore. They got rid of him. That's the point. Now he's gone. Now both teams can come back. Everybody back to doing what they were doing.
Oh, man.
And now it's even more better because it's like, oh, we didn't get to play last season. and now we're playing, and we're big, and we're here, and we're like ready to make some moves and noise.
The team can come back if they have a bad owner.
Once the owner like sells the team and is no longer.
What if he
the
just
owner?
never does, and he's just like, all right, fine, I
Then
have all this
what's
money.
What's the point of having the team? The team ain't gonna make money for him.
Yeah, nobody's making money.
Eventually, someone's gonna be like, "Yo, I'll buy it from you."
Maybe, or maybe he just wants to hold it because he doesn't care and he has enough money to not care.
Just to hold a grudge?
Yeah. You think billionaires don't hold grudges?
Well, then why doesn't someone else just create a new team, but it's all the same players?
Okay, you still killed that whole city's economy with that destroying of the whole organization.
Now it's a rebranding.
I don't know, man.
And now we don't have to be known as a team whose owner is sexist.
Your ways are way too diabolical. They could just remove the owner. So that they have, like I said, they removed the owner for the Clippers and they stripped him of the team and they sold it. And he was able to get a profit. He did get money for the sale of the team, but they forced him to sell the team. So they said, you cannot be the owner anymore. And then another guy took over. It was a guy from Microsoft. I forgot his name. Steve Ballmer. Yeah. Microsoft.
Yeah.
He's got Microsoft on the actual building too.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, that's would be what they're asking for. They want him removed, force him to sell a team to somebody else. We have a new owner. That's what they're asking for. That's what they did last time something like this happened, because he got recorded saying the N-word and saying this about Magic Johnson and, like some, talking some crazy stuff to his mistress or whatever you want to call it, the girl that he was seeing on the side because he was married. Yeah, they took his team away. There was also some other stuff too, like they think he's going senile and he's having problems, and I don't know. He said he was fine, so I don't know. How do you believe, one side or the other? But they already did that. They did that. That happened. So they thought that was going to happen with the Suns owner.
So they just forced someone to sell a team.
Pretty much, yeah. You have to sell it.
Okay.
You can no longer be an owner. The owner.
Well, then just do that.
This time.
That'll save a lot of headache from people losing their jobs.
I think there's a different scenario with the two. I don't know all the details, but they're saying, at least some of the analysts are saying, it would have been harder for them to do it this time because the owner would have definitely fought them in court. And the NBA doesn't even technically know if they can do this, and they might not even win in court. So then it would just be a whole mess. You're going to mess up the whole league. This story is going to be running 24/7, nonstop talking about it. And then at the end, he could end up keeping the team, which even looks worse on the NBA because they tried to do something and they failed. So I think they were worried about that outcome. I don't know. It's crazy to think about. The Suns, we're still definitely a playoff contending team.
But what are they really worried about? Like, come on, because to be honest, you're not going to have any of the brands side with the guy who was saying all this profanity.
Well, we already have that problem, actually. The Suns said PayPal is our sponsor. That's who's on the jersey, PayPal, and they said they're dropping the Suns, so they don't want to be.
Exactly, because they don't want to be associated with that guy.
Yeah, so they're trying to put pressure on them to actually.
So what I'm saying is, if the NBA had to go through a lawsuit anyway, it's not like they're going to suffer any because they're on the side that the people care about.
Yeah, I guess it's just the fear of failure, like I said.
So they're scared of failing?
It looks bad. It looks like you can't even run your own organization. So the optics definitely look bad. People that look at the NBA as a league to model your league
but
after.
Then what are you going to do? Like, if you're going to be like, oh, well, the NBA, did you see what they're doing? I don't like the way that looks. I'm not going to watch basketball anymore.
They could lose endorsements or, I don't know, whatever else they got going on. They're trying to move the league to different countries too. So maybe that puts a wrench in things. The countries don't have like confidence in them, like being able to run things in their country and run a league. So
I don't know. I just feel
they want to be in China. They definitely are partners with China big time.
I feel like this image of them being like belly up, like, oh, well, I mean, just don't run anything for a year and stop saying bad words.
10 million too. They fined him $10 million. But
Just like nothing.
10 million. What, a billionaire? What does that mean?
Nothing.
It's something, but it ain't what people thought it was going to be. So yeah, the league does look weak, but I think they're just trying to do enough to satisfy the people that think something should be done, and then they're not messing with the owners, because the owners could get pissed too. Like, hey, you can't do that, because then what if that league comes for them next? I bet you all these owners got some skeletons in their closet. So
what are they all going to do? Form another league?
No, they're not going to form another league, but they'll take them to court. That's what the lawyers are for. Yeah.
The
So I don't know.
NBA just has to show some muscle then. What I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we need to get those detonators.
Get some
and we
good
need to-
lawyers. Hire their lawyers.
We need to
Because you have all the money.
we got to get the detonator to the opposite team. Then they pull the trigger. And they detonate when they see something bad. Oh, team not good. There goes the stadium. It'll give them a countdown too. It'll be like in 20, or I'll probably give them like 15 minutes. Please evacuate 15 minutes. And they're just like, yeah, they'd have to leave the stadium, dude.
Why did that happen?
What?
Why did that happen?
Oh, Sarver? I don't know, man. I mean, I guess you have to go back to his childhood. I don't know what kind of.
Wait, what?
What
What are we talking about
I don't
now?
know. What are you talking about?
Why are you blowing up stadiums, man? You can't be doing that.
That was your idea. Remember? You said the other team is
Metaphorically has a detonator. It's not a real one.
I just took your premise and went farther.
It's just
went
like an
full Dark Knight.
incentive. It's like, yo, bro, if me and you are like forced to
You said attack the other team. The other team has to attack.
I didn't mean like they would physically go out and like attack them, but
How?
you would get the backlash of people.
Tweeting? Are they going to tweet them hard?
Movements, protests, all this other stuff.
They don't care about
Everybody's
that.
going to be mad.
So what? Nobody cares about
You're
protesters.
causing conflicts like that.
Eventually, people get over protesters.
No, then you're going to have the real crazy mob people, and they're the ones that are going to do some bloody murder shit.
That didn't last that long in those states. People were mad. They protested. They tried to live on the street. Was it in Oregon or whatever? They tried to live on the street, and then eventually they're like, all right, guys, you got to go. And they made them move, and now they're gone. So, yeah, that don't work, man. I thought you were full-on Spartans, dude. You wanted to fight.
Like the NBA supplies weapons to everybody.
Go! Charge! And then they get the stadium. It's their stadium. Now they have two teams.
It's like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, now they have two teams that can attack your team. They can just use the best players from both teams. Yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be different. That'd be a whole different game, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
that
it
She-Hulk was all right, dude.
Oh, you watched it.
Well, I saw the
Oh, you saw the
episode
first
with you,
episode.
remember? Yeah. But see, I have to watch more because we watched the one episode, but it also had the Hulk in it.
Right.
And I like Mark as an actor. So I need to see just her by herself. She's good from the first episode, but it had a lot of tech in it. It had a lot of cool stuff.
She's good in some of her other stuff. Like, I think the first time I remember seeing her was in a TV show called Orphan Black. And the premise was like, I think she was like a clone or something. I can't remember. Or she was just like a test tube baby of somebody. I don't know. But basically there was multiples of her around.
Yeah.
With different personalities and different upbringings and all this other
I
bullshit.
could see her as like Mystique too. Like if they painted her, I could see her playing like Mystique. I think she has a good like persona, good voice, like a good like. But then she looks really cool when she's She-Hulk too. Like she's huge. Was she 7 foot? Something like that?
I don't know. Hey Google, how tall is She-Hulk?
It's not gonna know. Watch. 6'7". Okay.
No, thank you. 6'7".
How tall is she when she's not She-Hulk? 5'6"?
What? What are you okaying about? I don't know.
I think she's 5'5", if I had to guess.
5'5"? Okay. Well, I mean, we could actually look it up.
I like guessing, though.
We can know how tall Tatiana Milani. I think that's her last name.
Is that her name?
Yeah, Tatiana.
Which? She from an island or something?
Tatiana Maslany.
Maslany?
She's Canadian.
Canadian, eh?
She is 5'4".
I was close. I said 5'5".
That's a pretty big height difference.
Oh, yeah? Not for me. I couldn't tell. But I'm not in that range, so I could see somebody like, no, I'm not 5'4". I'm 5'5". I guess. What are you looking at now, man?
Just an email.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, just check your emails right now. That's cool.
It was
I
kind
think
of
time. I think it's time.
Email.
Yeah, we know it's time when you start checking emails. All right, man.
All right. Okay, my bad, man. Sorry.
It's all good.
But anyway, this has been Digital Cortex. It's been fabulous, people. Fabulous. And with that, my name is Steven. He's Random Styles. Have a wonderful night.